Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Claire. If this is your first time here, thank you for joining me today. Today is going to be just like a chit chat, get ready with me, just a quick and easy makeup look, and we're just going to kind of talk about life and new things going on in my life and changes and work and all that good stuff. So if any of that stuff interests you, stick around because I love to talk, and if you want to get to know more about me, if you're new to my channel, now's the place to do that. So yeah, you can see my little fall decor in the background. I got that cute little skull at Target the other day. I've always wanted like a little blinged out skull of some sort, and so I thought this was super cute. And then I have that pumpkin, those pumpkins from Home Goods, and then my little pumpkin, vanilla pumpkin marshmallow candle from Bath and Body Works. So like you really wanted to know that, but here we go. Okay, it's also a Saturday morning. Well, it's like 10:15. I'm also vlogging today, so there's that. But I haven't had any breakfast yet, so I'm gonna be drinking this Breakfast Essentials little protein shake. Like I said, today's not gonna be as much of like a makeup tutorial. It's just gonna kind of be like chit chatty because I, for one, to give you a little background, I'm from Alabama. I'm from Atmore, Alabama. And then I went to college, graduated high school in 2015. Then I went to college in Auburn, Alabama. I went to Auburn University. I don't know why I said it like that. And it is 2019, if you don't know the year. And that was the worst I've ever applied any primer ever. I graduated earlier this year in May with 2 degrees. I graduated with my Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, and then I graduated with my business degree in finance. Originally had plans to go to law school. Well, not plans, like I didn't actually apply anywhere. But that was gonna be something that was like, you know, that had always really interested me, and so that's what I thought I wanted to do. Then I became a pink campus rep in 2013. No, what? No, not in 2013. 2017. And it kind of changed my life, and I was so deep into my political science degree. It was just one at the time. That I was like, dang, I wish I would have done something like marketing or communications or PR like all these other campus reps are, and I didn't think that it would make sense to add like PR with political science unless I wanted to be like, you know, a campaign manager or something. So I was like, well, let's do a finance degree because you can do pretty much anything with finance. I just knew that I wanted to do something with pink. I knew that it was going to be my life's mission to somehow work with pink. And then I was a campus rep for 2 years. You can be a rep for up to 2 years. It was the most amazing experience of my life. Earlier this year, my last semester of school, I got asked to have a post-grad internship here in Columbus, Ohio, with the marketing team, and I got asked to be a campus rep recruiter for the new class of campus reps for this next coming year. So me and my girl Mason, we both interned and we were the recruiters, and so we interviewed hundreds and hundreds of girls over the span of a month. And while I was here, I met with people of all the different departments. Like I met with the merchants, I met with the planners, I met with HR, I met of course with marketing, I met with everybody. And when I met with one of the ladies, the nicest lady in the world in HR, I told her, I was like, I will literally clean the bathrooms here. Like, just please help me find a place to work, because literally my job in college, I literally did clean bathrooms. Fun fact. Well, not like all the time, but still. So after I left my internship, it lasted all throughout the month of May, and then also like a couple weeks into June, and then I came back to Alabama and I stayed in Auburn because my lease in Auburn didn't end until the end of July. So I was like, okay, I got basically like 6 weeks to get my life together, to find a job. I have to move out anyway. If all else fails, I will move back home to Atmore while I still job search, but ideally I would like to move from Auburn to wherever I work. So during that time, I applied to a lot of jobs. I applied to a lot of jobs in Atlanta. I forgot to mention before I left Pink, before I left my internship with Pink, I applied to I think 6 jobs with Pink, and I was just like waiting pretty much. I was like, this is the waiting game. They had just opened those jobs, so I was like, they're probably not going to reach out to me soon anyway, so we're just gonna apply to other things in case, because I was like so not confident. I was like, there's no way they're gonna pick me. And then this other job actually ended up happening, and the lady who is like, she doesn't know, but she's like my best friend in HR, she like reached out to someone else in HR, and they had this new position open up, and they emailed me and they were like, hey, we heard you were interested in applying for all these different jobs here. We found this and we think you might be really good for it, so if you would like to interview, let us know. And I was like, would I? Like, can I interview right now? I'm ready. I kind of did like a little, I got like the information about the job, and I was like, this is something that's like right up my alley. I'm a digital coordinator for Pink, and so I'm like on their digital team, and I help with the website. And y'all know I'm obsessed with like, you know, websites and online shopping. Even though like I don't do a whole lot of online shopping, I'm fascinated by technology in that aspect. I love fashion, I love anything with digital. I also get to do a lot of stuff for like customer experience on the website, and so it's really cool. Anyway, back to the story. I realized that was like a lot of talking, but I went through several rounds of interviews, and then voila, somehow they really liked me, and I was very surprised as well. And so it happened. It's literally a God thing. Like, this is all Jesus that got me here. I just want to give him a shout out, because there's no way I could have done this by myself. I ended up moving here. I had like 2 weeks left on my lease in Auburn, so the interview process took about like a month, between like just, you know, scheduling the interviews, which I was like, I will do it now, and then also, you know, like all the paperwork behind it before you even like get there. But yeah, so I had like 2 weeks left of my lease. I already have a video where I talked about a lot of this, but I did just want to kind of recap to tell you where I am today. And so I started, I think it was like August 5th or 6th or 7th. I can't remember the exact date. I love it. It's like I've honestly learned more in this job than I ever learned in college about anything, and I found out why. It's because I am interested in it. You know, when you're not interested in something, you can like have something thrown down your throat, but you still may not learn it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hated accounting. I can't tell you anything about accounting, hated it, but I can tell you anything you want to know about like managing a website and like all that kind of stuff and making updates to it and all that. Well, I can't tell you anything. If somebody at my work like watched this, they would be like, honey, you ask us a million questions a day. But like, that's the thing, it's like I actually am so interested in it, and I'm fascinated with how this company runs things. It's just so cool to see, because with my job, I work with everybody. I work with marketing, I work with the planners, I work with the merchants, I work with the content team, and it's just so cool to see how everything kind of, like, I mean, everybody here kind of does that. Like, everybody kind of works with everybody. Oh, that was bad. It's just been so fascinating. And that was another thing, like, with being a campus rep, it is like a lot of work, but for me, it never felt like work. And it was because it was something that I genuinely was so interested in, and I genuinely loved doing it. Like, yeah, there were some things, like, it was like exhausting sometimes, you know, planning events, but when you love it, it's just, it's not work, you know? And so when you get to do what you love every day, it's not work. Now, I did work a lot over the past couple of weeks, but you should go shop on Victoria's Secret Pink's website. So it's really awesome. I run like the apparel. I don't run anything. Let me go ahead and correct that. I'm like a coordinator. So I help work with putting all of the apparel on the site. I get a lot of questions about like what actually I do. I do a lot of different things, and it's so fun. It just still doesn't feel real. I don't feel like I've been here for however many, how long have I been here? 2 months, which is just like insane. I feel like I just moved in. Also, I do want to make a video that kind of talks about like tips on getting a dream job, and like tips on making your resume stand out, interview tips, because I've been on both sides of things. I've been like rejected, or all sides of things. I've been rejected from tons of things in college. If you watch my video about rejection, that I posted like a long time ago, like over a year ago, then you know what all I've been rejected from. But I've also, you know, gotten positions, and I've also gotten this job, and then I've also interviewed people for like campus rep positions and stuff, and then I also was on the hiring committee for my job in college for a while, but that was not as big. But yeah, so I just genuinely love my job. I love being here. I love, you know, having my own apartment. My own apartment is just amazing. Like last night I went to Target and I bought a Fire Stick, and I am in love with it because I wanted to watch Netflix on my TV, and you can do that. You can do so many things, and it comes with an Alexa. Like I was like, hey Alexa, play this song, and she was like, you have to sign up for Amazon Music, and I was like, dang it. So I guess I do need to sign up for Amazon Music, but I'm having so much fun. And then my girl Mason that I interned with this summer, she just got a job as the social media coordinator here. So I'm so excited because she's moving up here this coming week actually. And then my girl Ashley is interning here this fall. So I have friends like the same girls I was with this summer, so it's like reunited. I'm not really doing anything with my brows. I'm literally, so I got my brows done a couple weeks ago. If you watched that video, or not video, if you saw like one of my last makeup tutorials, I kind of talked about it, and so it's kind of like they're all gone. And so I really just try to fill them in because there's really not enough to really work with. But yeah, that was pretty much my whole story of how I got this job. It's kind of just crazy how it all works out in God's timing, because for like a couple weeks there, you know, before I got like the word about the job, I was so nervous. I applied to this one marketing, it's like a marketing sales job in Atlanta. It was like a really random thing that I found on the internet, and I went and interviewed for it, and I drove up there 2 days in a row, and they offered me the job. And you know, it would have been a nice little starting job, but I just didn't feel the spark that I felt when I was, you know, here at Pink. It's just like a whole different world. Like working in the building that I work in is just like so fun to me. I don't know what it is. I'm fascinated by every little thing ever. Like I want to take pictures of everything that I see, you know, I'm like that kind of newbie. And I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. So I was just about to start talking about this, about how I've really cut out dairy over the past week, and I was gonna kind of get into that and how well I'm doing. I just realized I'm drinking like this protein shake and my stomach is like kind of hurting, and I was wondering why my stomach's hurting. It's because I haven't had dairy in a week, and I just did that. But with that being said, I do want to say that I'm not like trying to cut out anything like completely, besides maybe like fried food and like bread, like heavy breads, because I'm one of those people where if I cut something out like cold turkey, I will just think about that. Like for instance, the other day, me and my friends were talking about how much we love blueberry muffins, and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm in day 1 of this diet. We cannot be talking about blueberry muffins. And then I was like, you know what, Claire, if you want a blueberry muffin, you've got to pretty much eat a blueberry muffin, or you will obsess over that blueberry muffin, and then you will binge eat like a dozen blueberry muffins. And so my new way of thinking about food is going to be all in balance, but also cutting back on the unhealthy things, if that makes sense, but also not depriving myself of anything. Like if I really want something and I've been doing really well, like the keto diet, for instance. I did that last summer for a little bit, and I hated it because you can't cheat. You can't have sugar ever. You can't have like heavy carbs ever. You can't, you know, have that cheat day. Pretty much I'm just trying to make sure half my plate has veggies on it. Been doing really well this past week. I do feel better, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel as bloated and as like just heavy. It's not even like how long I'm gonna keep this up. I'm really just hoping this will be like my new my new way of thinking about food. I'm filming with my Naked Original palette. I haven't used this in a while. I used to like only use this palette. This was like the thing to use back in the day. And so I was gonna film a full face of favorites today, but then I was like, you know, I don't feel like doing full glam just because I'm not doing a whole lot today. I woke up and it was like 50 degrees. It's gonna be in the 40s this coming week. I think it's like in the high 70s right now. Meteorologist over here. If any of y'all know of any like dairy-free protein shakes, hit me up. I know I could probably make some, but I don't have a blender. I went to like this awesome grocery store. Like, I'm sure if you live in the north, you know, like the Giant Eagle grocery stores. I don't even know if it's in the north or if it's just like in Columbus. Like they don't have Publix here, but they have this grocery store called Giant Eagle, and I went to one. It was like a marketplace. It was like the biggest grocery store I've ever been in. It was just gigantic. And I spent like 2 hours in there and got all kinds of healthy foods the other day. And so if you want to see a healthy food haul, you can go check that out on my channel also in the meal prepping day in my life vlog. It was a very long video. I really am sorry about that. It was like a 31-minute long video, but we do a lot in that video. Like I talk a lot about like, you know, dealing with, you know, food addiction problems, you know, and just trying to get healthy and on track. This makeup look is not like anything exciting at all. This is just like what I put my brush on. I still am loving this blush in this Maybelline palette. It's just like the perfect little baby pink. I really did get ready very quickly today, I will say. I guess we did like just chit chat for a very long time while I was doing my foundation. We're gonna go in with some Cocoa K, my favorite lipstick. I don't know, do they make this in a velvet? If they do make it in a velvet, I would like to get that, because sometimes with the matte liquid lipstick from Kylie, it dries your lips out so much that after a while it will kind of look a little cracky, but if you do like just one layer, then it won't be as bad. Okay guys, so that was it for today's little chit chat get ready with me. I hope you really did enjoy it. I know it was very quick and kind of talked about just work and life a whole lot, but I had really fun filming it. I felt like really genuine in this video. So yeah, we're gonna keep today we're gonna keep vlogging my day. So if you're interested in that, make sure to subscribe. I'm sure that video is already up on my channel if you want to go check that out. And yeah, I'll see y'all soon, and have a great day wherever you are, and stay blessed. Mwah. Bye.